What happened?
Uh, I don't know, but hey, Ghost, no leak ends. Dragon Quest's back.
Wow.
Life's happened. I have a degree, a new one.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I got my second master's, so I'm like, what, two-thirds a doctor? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, why not? I got a new job. It's great. It's not being a teacher. I'm
Yeah,
not,
that's rips.
yeah, I'm not just kind of forced to, face death in the face every day anymore. That's great. I like
Yeah,
that.
fantastic.
Yeah. But facing death. So this game, I've talked to you privately, and let's just get it out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, having played some past this, but not every game. Dragon Quest Six is the nadir of the series.
yeah.
It is not a good game. Uh, I'm gonna finish it.
Hmm.
It took me, about 2 months after the last video to get this one rendered, and it's about a month after I uploaded that we're recording this, and I think I got 7 minutes past this. And really, it's looking like I'm gonna maybe see if there's any sort of speed run community for this. I'd be surprised, and just see what their path is through it, because I want it over. I want to be free. You
Right.
know, I just want some freedom. Uh, I think that the problem is that it's trying to change up the script from what they've been doing and bring in some new interesting things, but they haven't quite refined it. The stuff that I like about this, like jobs, I'd say seven does a lot better. Our other, timey wimey Doctor Who stuff, 11 does better.
Hmm.
Um, haven't played a whole lot of eight, but even like some similar mistaken identity stuff seems a lot better done in eight. It's probably after playing them, I might look back on this one a little bit nicer as like
Right.
a demo tape of a band you really like. But right now, it's a slog.
Yeah, like I mean, okay, as an artist or whatever, I don't think that like stuff should always be handed to you on a plate in terms of like enjoying it. But at the same time, I'm finding it hard to justify like what we've seen so far as like a real good game. There are definitely parts of it that are interesting. Like you talk about the mechanics, even parts of the story are interesting to me. Like the whole like people getting turned to stone, that all seems pretty, and getting unturned from stone, that's pretty emotionally like right. But it's, I don't know, like I sort of want to go off on my own and do some like research about it and see, because like I just find it really hard to believe that there's like a badly written Dragon Quest game. I don't know, maybe I'm just being naive here,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm calling it the worst of all of the Dragon Quest games, which there has to be a worst.
I
Just
mean, yeah, with that framing, that does make sense. It's like, all right,
I
one of them can't be the best one.
yeah, I
True.
th-
But
I th-
but this is not very good as a game, even,
yeah,
maybe.
I'm thinking maybe if this was the first one that I played, I could be a bit nicer about it
Oh,
because
same, yeah.
you know there's definitely elements of all of the ones that come before it, that I see,
Mhm.
but like, I was explaining to Midge, I feel like, with, five, the last one we did, it, kind of refined the chapters approach that four did. You
Mhm.
had the fun, get all the monster pals to fight with you. They had the time progression stuff that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Four was an improvement over the first three with doing like, hey, what if we did chapters and then at the end a big party comes together and you can pick whoever you want of your favorites. That was
Mhm.
cool. Three, you could just make your own party. That was, our introduction to the four-person crew. Two, just, hey, you have more than one person. Wow. I mean, even
Wow.
though that end slog is indeed a slog, fun game.
Yeah.
And the first one's short. That's, you can knock that out in an evening real easy.
Sure. Yeah.
So, like, prior to six, I really don't have any complaints. It's stuff that on its own is good and in context is even better because you see, like, it going into later games or what it's going to be adding to later games.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, it's just I see stuff in it, and I kind of miss that it's not the better format in 7 or 11 right now.
Yeah. Even that like bridge puzzle by itself was kind of like enough to be like, fuck this game. No, sorry, the one you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the floor had holes in it and it was
Oh
supposed to
yes,
fall. Yeah,
yes.
that was bullshit. It was funny to watch, but I would have been sad to play it.
Yeah, it was a good, and I had the strategy guide out, side by side with the screen, and you know, I'm not really a platformer guy, and I think anybody that's played with the DS and the 3DS can agree that, especially with the 3DS and the little like rocker one, that's not the best
Mhm.
little nubby. Even just the
Yeah.
D-pad, it still wasn't that good.
So yeah, so maybe what was this SNES or something? Like maybe that was okay when it
Yeah,
was.
that was something I was thinking of, that maybe it really you'd want to do this on original hardware.
Yeah, maybe.
But like even looking at the original versions, I still think if I played 5 and 6 when they came out on the Super Nintendo,
Mhm.
I would be much more into 5.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's sorry, 5 is just more better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have, because also too, like classes in Dragon Quest, I don't know. I feel like it's either you go super grind heavy and master everything so that you're just a tank,
Mhm.
or you're kind of doing, your Fiesta style Final Fantasy, where
Yeah,
just
gotcha.
you're picking a random assortment and seeing what you can do. Um, but for like a casual playthrough, yeah, it feels very blah.
Yeah, I bet.
We were kind of confused about, hey, what's with these two worlds? And I believe in this video, we're going to learn a bit about what's in
Okay.
these two worlds. So if you remember, great. I'm not going to say anything more. And when we come
Okay,
to it, we're going to come to it. And
all
it's
right,
going to
sure.
be fantastic. So I guess let's watch this.
Yeah, let's watch.
All right, thank you. All right, so here's our crew: the village lad, legendary hero, the carpenter's son's a gladiator champion, the mysterious girl's a sage oracle. We got the runaway teen, who's a warrior captain. We got our little nerd boy, who's a sage oracle, Gentile prodigy. Okay, gentile
Nerdy
against
Evan. Yes, I remember
nerd,
him now.
nerd boy. Yeah, nerdy Evan. So right before this, we got the MacGuffin alert that they rebuilt the shrine, and in one time zone it's still destroyed, but if we jump through the well, it's magic again. So that's where we can do all of our job stuff. Yeah, we're gonna ping pong back and forth between worlds a whole lot. Just oof, it's gonna be great.
Alrighty then.
Fair amount of sailing. So I believe I clipped out most of the battles.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this video too is where I got to the point that if not this one, the next one, I was obsessively looking up every Game Genie code I could find that said no more battles, and wouldn't you know it, none of them worked.
Oh God.
Yeah. Um. So hey, mermaids. I don't think we really saw mermaids much prior to this one. We see them, like, the mermaids in this. I haven't done this quest yet, but I'm sure it's not going to be as good as mermaids in 11.
Uh,
Yeah, like we had the fairies in 5, but
yeah, the fairies.
I think there's still fairies in this one too. They're
Well,
just throwing a lot at the wall.
yeah, it's a mystical creature, whatever. It's all fair game.
Yeah. There is an optional party member around now, because the game's kind of gone a bit more open world at this point.
Hmm.
Here's Terry. If you've played the Heroes series, you know Terry. He's a jerk. He'll join us eventually, not in this video.
Too busy carrying that large coffin.
Yeah, he's doing kind of a Django thing with it, I think.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Something like that. But yeah, the king's gonna give us a quest. We gotta go do a murder, and to prove that we actually did it, he makes everybody that goes off take a coffin with them to, put the murder body in.
Right, yeah.
Because, how else could you prove it?
No other way.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have cameras. Can't get a photograph.
I mean, all right. So I don't know about you, but I was definitely an indoor youth, and I
Yeah,
read
same.
I read enough, mythological books that, fair enough, you cut off a head and just bring it back in a sack.
Okay,
Oh,
true. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. It's so funny because my thought after saying what I said was like, well, what if you just brought a finger back? And then I was like, no, but then you don't know they're dead.
yeah. They don't know about fingerprints yet.
Yeah, but even so, you can live without a finger.
Yeah, also true. We've all seen The Big Lebowski. We know about that scam.
Yeah, oh, the toe. Yeah, that's used to. I think that was. I don't know if it still is, but it was my favorite movie.
Ah.
I was one of them cult followers of The Big Lebowski.
When it came out when I was in high school, because I'm an old man, my good friend Pat saw it, and he swears that he didn't. All right, but I'm telling you,
sure.
he saw the movie and he told me, "Don't watch it. It's terrible. You won't like it." So So I definitely went at least like 1 to 3 years without watching it, and then I finally saw it on cable, and I called him. I was like, "I hate you."
You're
like, what?
Wrong,
it's like,
yeah.
I saw Big Lebowski. It's like, what about it? It's a great movie. It's like, don't you? It's a great movie.
Well, like, there's no accounting for taste, I guess. Like, I can accept that maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but still, I love that movie.
He at the time he said he didn't like it, and I shouldn't watch it because I wouldn't like it either. And then when I finally saw it, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's a great movie. I love it."
All right then.
We have Bronson, Brick, and Brock. We're fighting a lot of b-boys.
Watch The Big Lebowski and tell me if you think it's good.
Watch The Big Lebowski, coward.
Bet you're not brave enough to do this.
It's this is one of those we have to fight our way to the king to get the murder quest dealies. I'm kind of tempted now, so I've also to put off playing this, like to really hammer this home. I've beaten like a half a dozen or more other games.
Yeah, you have.
Like I got at least like 2.5 Dark Souls games done. I'm nearly done with that Cyberpunk bartending game, which. Not a lot of bartending. I was really upset. Chad was helping me with the bartending.
Yeah,
Valhalla. Yeah. I mean, I know it said visual novel, but I was expecting a lot more bartending.
Well, it's funny because I've sometimes seen what do you call it when you've overheard but you've seen it? Anyway, I've overseen Chad play that game, and I did think it was more about the drink making.
Yeah,
maybe I was just looking up at the wrong times.
Okay, so here's how I play it. All right. So they have a TV in the bar, and because OBS is wonderful, I just do an overlay of pro wrestling. Yeah. And so I watch pro wrestling while I button mash through the dialogue until it's time to make drinks, and then I get really happy. But there's a lot of text, and I get visual novel, but geez.
Well, has there been a niche filled for like drink making video games out there that's not a visual novel?
I don't know, but I'm gonna beat it and hope that I unlock some like overtime mode where all I have to do is make drinks.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's the DLC I want. I just want to make the drinks, guys. Pretend it like I'm Coach McGurk, working at a cocktail party.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have tons of job skills. I'm just kind of running through them here. I don't know if it's supposed to happen or because we really shouldn't have them at this point. A lot of end game skills they're just immune to.
Right.
So that's a pretty fun one.
You talking about Valhalla and me asking, isn't there a game where you make drinks? There is a game where you make drinks, but it's not alcoholic drinks. It's like a potion making game.
Huh.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. My friend Eggs in Combat Dump, yes, okay, fine on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They have played that game.
I believe I follow them on Twitter.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
There's definitely an Eggs person I follow, and I got a feeling that you're a mutual when I go to the bio.
Yeah, but it's like on Twitter they're not called Eggs. That's only the Discord.
Wasn't the icon an egg?
No, the icon's like a weird eyeballs face.
I'm loading this up. They're just telling us about a murder job.
Murder.
I've been here. It's a bunch of crap. Let's be honest. All right, what's the name I'm looking up now?
I don't remember. Oh, it's Yes, Okay, Fine.
Gotcha.
Not to just like say their fucking screen name. No, it's okay though. Yeah, go.
There you go.
How about it? What if it's a like a name dropping thing? Like, I'll go follow my friends. So yeah, actually, yeah, sure.
Oh, I apparently am not following. Now I am. There we go. All right. Another
Okay, there you
combat
go.
friend.
You've
Good.
spoken to
Thanks. Hey,
them
thanks.
in voice. Do you
Yeah.
remember the soundboard
Yes.
test? Yeah, that was them.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people from Drome that I add. Then how can I be? I have so many pseudonyms. All right. Like other people are
Yeah.
doing it too. I'm not the only weirdo.
No, you're not the only one. I'm like the only one out there who's just Chuuurls across the board. Although I think I have a joke name in Discord right now.
Hmm.
It's like Callie Ray Jepsen.
Well, that's okay. So the best part about that, when
Mm-hmm.
we're sending direct messages, up top it does AKA and lists every other name somebody has. So it says Callie Ray Jepsen question mark.
Oh, because of magic boards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every time I'm talking to you, I'm like, what is this new gag she's doing? It's like, oh no.
Being mysterious again?
It's just the orb.
It's just the orb.
So yeah, we have to do one final fight. So the king and queen and the chancellor wanted us to go down to the fight club.
Right.
Ah.
What's the matter? I haven't got all day.
I'm just trying to see if I can bumble my way out of stuff, but
Society loves violence. Like...
they give us a little bit more rope on the but thou musts, but there's really nothing we can get out of.
Right. Feel my steel.
Yeah.
More of this shit.
Yeah. And this isn't the first time that we've done this. In the very first adventure that we did with the carpenter, when we were joining the knights, we had to fight a bunch of these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is the second or third palette swap of these fellas that we've seen, and there'll be more, I'm sure. And again, I'm just all right. I got all these abilities. Let's try and have fun. What can we do? What can we do to goof off? And sadly, the answer's not a whole lot. It's really just make people hit stronger, and then have them hit strong.
Right.
Which it reminds me when I was doing 5 with Ty. He was asking about the spell mechanics because. The Dragon Quest, there's definitely ones where you want to do your buffs absolutely to win, and then there's ones where it's kind of,
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think this one's kind of a sort of one. I mean, it'll make it go faster, but really you can just kind of punch your way through everything.
Yeah, I gotcha. So it's funny because, like, I must have played some game when I was a kid where, like, doing status stuff just, like, didn't ever work as the player characters, and so now I'm always like shocked when a game lets you do status effects, either positive or negative. I'm like, wow, that worked. I feel like game it might have spent.
I feel like Dragon Quest was always better with that. Final Fantasy, I mean, like, because I always had those early, carts where, like, it was, the 1.0 where everything's broken stat-wise.
Right.
Where, like, if you play it now at home, you get the patch and, like, oh, wow, the numbers do what they say.
Right, or,
it's
like, it actually procs, right?
Yeah, so, like, Final Fantasy stuff, I feel like it very rarely worked as advertised, and when it did work, it was always in some odd game-breaky sort of way.
Right, exactly.
That, like, when you play a patched or a later re-release is kind of confounding, where you just know that, like, oh yeah, just turn everybody invisible and vanish them, and you win.
This is it's kind of like what Poise is to the later Dark Souls entries, where it's like, what the fuck even is Poise in Toon 3? We don't know.
Yeah. That's why I'm sticking to the first one,
Mm-hmm.
Having fun. It's a great game when you co-op. That was the secret I learned.
Mm-hmm.
Just play it with a buddy. The
game is good.
I'm having a lot of fun. We got invaded this weekend. It was bad.
Okay.
It was a guest prime invasion time in Anne Orlando on the East Coast.
Okay.
So I unfortunately did a murder.
I see. That is quite unfortunate.
My friend is gone, so I'm just having to dump that Sunny D all over me while I wear his clothes because. Right. We got invaded in the room, and I tried to swipe the guy. Rookie mistake, really. And wouldn't you know it? Just good old Solaire, just he took that sword right in the face and did not like it. Oh. And I did not have the money to make him happy again, so I said, "Well, let's just commit to this."
LB. Yep. It's okay. I think it makes the game more interesting.
I mean, you know, in one universe, with Gorf, he's alive. In this universe, with young Galf, he's not. It's fine, and that's the nature of the game, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is the
all
nature of the
yeah. This is another wonderful Dragon Quest tunnely do where we just have to kind of plot advanced MacGuffin to get people to dig stuff out. So we're gonna come up to a
Oh,
little boss battle, and then oh man, a tunnel! Ooh. We're being told there's no way you can beat the tough monster. Go back. I don't want to spoilers you too much. We're gonna beat that monster.
okay.
Just getting it out, you know. So yeah, the old Hellstalker. That's a palette swap of the monster we fought way back when
Yeah.
to get the rock juice to become
Yeah.
visible. Jumping Jackal's kind of interesting. You know, it's like he took Vega and Zangief and mashed them together, right?
Yeah.
And also they're a furry.
Yeah.
You know, so like was it Bloody Roar meets Street Fighter? Hey, there it is.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. You got them Wolverine claws.
I don't know. They looks more like Vega, where it's just like
No,
a
they
gauntlet.
I don't think they're coming out of his body. I think they're just like gloves, that kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. It is kind of weird in Dragon Quest to be dragging a coffin when nobody's dead.
It is weird, yeah.
I do love though that just you can have one dude hauling a whole bunch of coffins behind you. Iguanas,
Yeah.
they're big.
Iguana.
They're iguanas. They don't do much, so we didn't miss really many animations.
Oh, great.
I have been thinking about revisiting an idea of people love those rankings of also Taka Turnip's adorable. Look at these little cuties.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of going with a ranking all of the Dragon Quest monsters at some point. I feel
That
like
could be fun.
yeah, I was given a Dragon Quest 25th anniversary art book as a belated Christmas gift from not this year but the previous year because my friend commissioned a drawing for me and the person took their money and ran.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, and I said, no, it's okay. You don't have to get me anything. They said, no, I'm getting you something. And they gave me that book and it's great.
Wow.
Yeah, but I figured between snapping pictures of that and grabbing sprites, that could definitely be a fun afternoon.
Yeah, that could be.
So the monster up north there. Guess what? Super secret recruitable member. If you
The
do a
monster?
bunch of, After this, you got to go through. Well, this is a cutscene. I mean, this is very advanced. If you couldn't tell. So yeah, after we get Terry in the party, we can do Malarkey if we want to, and the dragon will join us. I'm not going to get the dragon. That's because it's optional. But if you at home decide you want, a dragon pal, go for it. I feel like it's probably not worth it because I know that the optional dragon in 4 was pretty useless if you had real party members, and you have plenty. So I don't see it. So that sucks.
Okay, yeah, that blows.
Can't evac in the monster room. Got to start walking out. You love that one, huh?
You don't love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess, yeah, okay.
Because, we couldn't evac out because we had to walk all the way back out of the cave to the entrance to get this plot dump that Terry beat the monster before we could, and he already went to the king. And they take, the coffin from us. I feel like after we lost, we could have just said, screw it and left it. But, who am I?
Well, perfectly good coffin. Somebody can use it.
Yeah. Terry's rubbing it in that he already beat us.
I've already beat you.
I've got the Thunderbolt blade. What do you have?
My pride.
I've got a sword and a bandana. So, hey, King just rubs it in. Great. We did nothing. Really. When you think about it, we didn't even fight a boss. We just had to deal with random encounters.
Do some stuff, really.
Yeah, we
gave up.
We walked to a closed pass. We walked through a dungeon. There really wasn't any decent items in there. To get to a boss that we just got cutscene dumped out of. Then had to loop all the way back to the beginning to go to the castle to walk back here.
All right, then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just like, it's very unfulfilling. I think unfulfilling is how I would describe game. We got, a tiny little midway shop to stop at. I don't think there's really anything worth getting here. Interesting though, each of the 3 little houses is different, so I'll give them that. It's not like the old classic RPG, 1 block area.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping I could be good and make this beer last the entire video, and we're a third of the way through and I'm done. Oh, man.
Almost half. Yeah, a third is almost half. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, hey, Chuuurls.
Hey.
We just went up a staircase and the palette changed. The palette changed from that vibrant one to the weird, duller, pastel-y one that shows up when we've changed worlds.
Looks like we changed worlds.
Apparently, there's just a staircase. It's just a staircase. You go up and down the staircase and you're in a new world. How about that? Look at that. There you go.
It feels like going up.
There's your magic. It's a pair of stairs.
You just go up high enough and there you go.
Sure, that works. That works. Yeah, that's what we're going with. We solved the mystery, kids. Didn't even.
So cool. If a place like this was in real life, like you walk in a cave and there's just like a structure with a wooden floor with a single bed and a guy making you pay for it.
I mean, from what I understand about Missouri from the left radicalized Army Vet podcast I love, What a Hell of a Way to Die. Missouri has tons of caves. They all claim to be a Jesse James gang hideout, and a lot of them do have places to sleep inside.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's a haunted desert town.
Wow.
Yeah.
In an RPG.
Have you seen? I was gonna say, have you ever seen one of these in an RPG or
I've seen one before.
Have you ever seen a haunted town in a Dragon Quest? Get out of here.
Out of here.
And also, we just came from an inn. There's another inn. I mean, glad that they're close, but,
Peace don't mean squat.
I did think it was interesting seeing Airdria with an AIR, and then later in 11 we have Airdria with an E, so... Don't know if there's a link yet, but alright, maybe. Again, there's some little seeds here, but it's just man, I wish I was playing 11 again. I love 11.
Right.
Hang out with all my friends.
My friends.
Yeah, so we are on the typical flag quest where we just wander around town and you gotta find the right person to talk to so that when we go to bed we can wake up and then go to this Isle of Smiles.
Christmas.
Yeah. I believe I cut out missing the flag a number of times and
Oh, oh.
sleeping at the inn and then being like, oh, jeez, what do I gotta talk to? It's yeah, it's a fun, it's a fun. It's not a quest, plot, just dalliance, momentary diversion on the way to the grave. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Why not?
It's a fun whatever it is, I guess.
I guess.
Alright, so I believe this man is one that we need to talk to. And I think, well, it's one of those, you have to do sequential flags, where, like, some of them make a new person show up. So it's like, if you've gone to the weapon shop, but you didn't talk to the old man, you're not gonna see the new person in the weapon shop. Yeah.
Right.
Which I can kind of appreciate, because, hey, you go back and you see, ooh, you weren't there before, but also, wow, going into every building to find the people to talk to make plot advance is just...
Yeah.
Maybe it was just that this was the last Super Nintendo one, and that's where they realized, hey, don't do that anymore?
Right.
I don't know. It's the dry well.
Yep.
Yeah, as you know, thrilling as this is, there's definitely a lot more that I cut out. Yep, good old Skip Tickle. He's yep, Skip Tickle. He's plot relevant because he's advancing these flags now. Old man, Skip Tickle. I think we might have needed to go into the well to talk to the dude after the old man. It's yeah, it's fun. Maybe now we've hit all of them. Let's see. Oh, nope, I'm not going to go talk. Wants to go to his happy place. All right, so I think this is the guy because he mentioned sleeping till midnight. We slept. It's a cut. Nope, it's still awake time. All right, I left in some more flag hunting. I hope. Oh, the church. Of course, you gotta go to the church. I think the sister's our final flag because she's. Although the merchant said, "Hey, at midnight," she tells us, "Oh, well, tonight there's a full moon, and specifically on full moons they show up."
Oh.
Oh, look! Hey, it's nighttime. Can you? Are you feeling why I just said I'm gonna go play like a half a dozen other games after I finish this? Right? It's
These cold nights are freezing my tender parts. Shout out to the guy who just said that.
Yeah.
Such a weird line.
I think we do have nighttime flags as well. Like advance it and then
none saying that it was going to be a full moon was probably the flag. Although I don't know.
And then yeah, so it's like flags to advance to nighttime and then flags so we can actually go on the island.
Welcome.
Welcome to You Are Doom.
This seems sus.
This is up and up. This is on the up and up. You wouldn't get on a boat that promises you just like, you know, happy, jolly, sunshine, fun times?
I would never do that.
I would never get on a boat.
Have I ever been on? Yes, I've been on like at least 2 boats. Maybe more.
I've been on a number of boats. I've even been whale watching.
Oh, that's cool. I've never been whale watching.
I was like 11 or 12 and on vacation, you know? Saw a whale, you know? I watched it.
Glad you got to.
Checked the box.
Wouldn't it be... Doesn't it happen that sometimes the whales don't show up to be watched?
Well, what they do with some companies, if they do the whole... It depends on their, you know, preamble for getting on. Some of them will just make the boat tour continue until they see a whale so they don't have to refund you. Yeah,
that's
it can...
excruciating.
couple. I like to finish and then like maybe go take a walk
Yeah.
and then come back. You know, just kind of clear my head.
Right. Right.
Not just be in the hot sun with loud music.
Ugh.
Ooh, a surprise. It's got to be good, right? People are dying to find out. So the plot flag here is get drunk.
All right.
Yeah. Now Dragon Quest is speaking my language. Oh no. Oh no, it was really monsters all along.
It was truly monsters all along.
We're all monsters, friend.
Get over here, meat. Move.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just keep on cutting scene in, you know.
They let you keep
We
your
gotta
wagon.
know. Gotta. Do you know what? These monsters are alright. You know, you're right. They could have burned it, you know, torched that thing to the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Hey, we got a ritual.
Whoa, that's quite a ritual.
Yeah, there's slimes, there's zombies,
It's
there's
a-
sword boys,
It's a GD
some
party in
demons.
there.
Look
No,
at all
they're
those stone
stoning them.
people.
They're getting them stoned.
You know, it's like somebody wants to get stoned. That's their choice. You shouldn't make them. You know,
Yeah, no.
that's just rude. That's not being a bro.
Yeah.
Right. Jamiris, you know, look, get out of here.
Jamiroquai.
Thank you for making the joke, so I didn't have to.
Okay. Jamiros.
Should I just insert like a MIDI, a virtual insanity from here
I mean,
on for the next like on loop for 20 minutes?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But I mean, this is already, you know, the situation is virtual insanity. It's.
I haven't been streaming much lately, but I have been working on my waiting screens a lot when I get bored at work. Oh man, I've gone deep and hard into bad like bit crushed versions of pop music and oh yeah. I found myself playing a bunch of Switch games where I just got sick and tired of the game music and wanted to mute it and listen to anything else. So I was like, all right, what can I do that's probably not going to throw, you know, a copyright mute on me while I'm going? And I feel like that's a really good choice.
I've had good luck with Goron music.
Yeah, I'm not as good as you are with the MIDIs because I'm on a Mac and everything's a pain in the neck.
True, yeah.
But,
oh man, doing it on Mac is bullshit. It is.
Yeah, it's ugh. It stuff works enough and it's good. Like
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it has its pros and cons.
that I can route audio the way I would on a physical board on here. I'm sticking to this, you know.
Yeah.
But I did find I wasn't able to get MIDI going because I did have a couple of MIDIs I wanted. Instead, though, I did find somebody doing their, you know, NES sound font version of James Brown's "Living in America," which let me tell you, as a MIDI, as an NES sound font, oh, beautiful.
Sounds kind of radical, yeah.
And hey, Jamiroquai's done.
He's over.
Yeah, have somebody heal, hit hard. There you go. That's wash, rinse, repeat is Dragon Quest VI, Realms of Reverie. Reverie. What do you?
Alright, he peaced out. What now?
People were saved. We saved the people. Oh my.
This is some weird stuff right here.
Yeah, So hey, we get
medallion.
The Mini Metal King is free now. So like, when I got to this point, it again, right? It reminded me of 5 and the whole cult plot.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it really goes anywhere. I think it's just a one-off.
I think it's
So,
just to
like,
show you that you can have a place to take your mini medals now.
yeah, and, like, I know that Dragon Quest games love to reference themselves, but, like, guys, you just did this. This was the last game. Like, 5 and 6 were on the same platform, and I don't think they were so far apart that you needed to say, hey, remember the last game? Remember the cult? You guys? You guys. Our reward, though, for doing all of this is we can use the floating island as a secondary ship.
Well, it's kind of fun, I guess.
Well, you know, we have the situation where there's, like, the inner and outer seas, and you can't necessarily get through them.
Okay.
So, yeah, this kind of helps us with that. And again, I think we have to get drunk to progress back to the land.
So what's the deal with, like, the bartenders and stuff? Like, did they know?
I think everybody was a monster, and now it's just people that were captured or running the boat for us, or the island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. They don't appear to be the same people. Or something. Or they're in different positions. I mean, it's like, you know.
Okay, sorry, we get to take a nap. We don't have to drink.
Wow.
So yeah, we get, you know, kind of like, what, Breath of Fire 2, where we had the whale, we have an island. Oh, poor Jeff 6. This adventure's gonna go on forever, buddy. I feel sorry for you.
Rock the whole way. You know, like you were stone.
So we get a free in, at least. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. I know that, like, the game is just trying to tell you useful information, but that guy seems so manipulative. Like, I can tell you're doing something really important. Like, I think it's really cool. Like, I would immediately be suspicious of anybody treating me like that. Without knowing
your angle.
Else, like, yeah. Like,
hey, hombre, what's your angle here? No. What's your piece of this action?
Chuuurls, your art seems really important. I haven't seen it, but I just think it must be really important.
Look, lady, because they're gonna call you lady. Look, lady, I've never seen anything you've done, all right? But people tell me it's pretty good. So, you know, I wanna.
So you can press A to rest in my and use.
Let me, like you should follow me. You know, following me, that's an automatic agreement. I'm gonna mint some NFTs of your stuff. You know, we're gonna do like a 95-5 profit split. Also, of that 5, 4 of that is gonna be, you know, management and convenience fees. Hey, look, it's another staircase down. There's multiple staircases to the world. Yeah. So like. It's, again, like, I'm thinking back to when I was a kiddo and reading Greek myths and such, but, like, instead of, you know, Atlas holding up the skies, it's these stairwells.
Holding up the sky, yeah. And is the
right?
Painted on the bottom of the second world?
Yeah, I don't... And yeah, so, like, that... If you're on the bottom world, like, yeah, you look up. Are you seeing through it? Are you seeing some weird reflective thing, like in Dark City?
I just convinced myself to like the game concept again, because I like that. I think that's funny.
Yeah, are we playing Dark City, the video game?
Yeah, is this like fucking Chrono Trigger with Zeal? You know, it's a floating island, except it's a floating world. That's cool.
That Slime Knight is another... optional party member. I believe I do recruit him because, you know, we got to get a slime in here.
How can you not? He's cool.
I don't think we use him, but, you know, we do honor Gertrude.
Yeah.
So all these little checkpoint waypoints ultimately are just to really stop you open worlding, because if you think about it, right, in all of the other Dragon Quest games before this, you pretty much could go anywhere and do whatever you want.
Yeah,
like in the first one, pretty much from the start, just you're limited by you go over too many bridges and you're getting murdered. This one really hems you in, which you know, not the most of a fan of.
Can't say I am either.
Hey, it's How Castle.
How Castle.
It just, like, you know, now I'm months removed from playing this, right? Even when I was playing this game, I still couldn't keep track of like all of the towns and castles because you have the same landmass duplicated,
Yeah.
but everything's got either the same name or a slightly different name or a drastically different one.
Right.
And it's beyond me. It really is. All right, so there's a Prince Howard. They call him Howard the Coward, and for Howard the Coward to take over the kingdom, he's gonna need.
Slightly delicate situation.
We gotta teach him to be brave and courageous. So, guess what? You know what they're introducing here?
What's that?
An escort quest.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. I want to say at least 3 times, maybe 4. Howard the Coward's gonna run away, and we have to go find him, and then go back to the point we were at where he ran away.
A big girl's blouse? I've heard that before, but like, what a outdated mode of insulting someone.
Yeah.
A big. I need to look that up because it's intriguing to me. I want to know the etymology of that.
So yeah, we said no. He told us to buzz off. So now we're gonna say yes, and we get the same block of text again. That's it.
Is it because? Sorry, I'm like still fixated on this. Is it because women's clothing is soft?
I guess so. Maybe that. Yeah, I guess women's clothing is soft. I'm comparing. Yeah, I'm saying you're soft because you're like a soft clothes.
Yeah, but why does the
like,
girl have to be? Does it have to be a big girl's blouse?
Well, also, don't the royalty wear nice clothes, right? They get the good stuff that like us, like we're in burlap sacks, and
yeah,
they got
we're
silk.
wearing for sure like the shittiest garbage. Yeah, it's sandpaper basically.
Yeah. On a good day, it's merely a fine grit sandpaper against our skin.
That's right.
more like a bar of lava soap rubbing against us.
Sounds
but without any water.
Yeah, but without any water. Damn.
Yeah. So here's Howard's first hiding spot. I cut it out. So I hated it. But he runs away. We have to go elsewhere in the castle to find him. He's in a barrel. Great.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, we go back to his parents. He's like, he runs away. He's going to go with you. Don't worry, he's going to run away again. He's going to run away more. So that's 1,
Mm-hmm.
for me counting here at home. And again, right, reminds me of 5 when, we meet, the young prince in the beginning section,
right.
And that whole he hides from you and gets kidnapped, but it wasn't like multiple times he runs away and it's a pain in the neck. Hey, wait here, I'm gonna be right back. Number 2, he's run away again. Don't worry, jump cut. He's just hiding out here on this cliff in the middle of nowhere. You'd find it.
You would find it.
Totally find it. Yeah. Resistance is clearly futile. Ha ha. These translators watched a Star Trek.
Star of the Trek of the Stars.
We have special dialogue with the old man if Howard's with us.
Mm.
Howard orders him not to die, So he's not going to leave us if we leave the area of engagement, but he'll just go into the wagon and leave us alone. Fine.
Okay.
Oh, hey, he ran away. Did you see that? That's
bastard.
3. That's 3. Guess what? All the way back to the castle. Tell his daddy. Oh. Barely made it to the cave. I like the porkers. They're cute.
Cool character designs.
I like their cape. I like their armor. I don't know what the things are that hang down from it. It's not pleats, but I don't know better words. Yeah, so this time he's hiding in a town.
Wow.
Buy some hay. Hey, come on. I don't want to do this more than you, but come on, we got to do this.
Yet again, you rumbled me.
I've got plot flags to check, Howard. Is that the goo call?
I am trying to, yeah, that Luna's staring at me and just like crying really quietly. And I'm trying to be like, come up and sit here and stop crying, and she's just not having it.
You're gonna miss the first test, Luna.
Luna, you're missing the first test.
Look at him, it's a little guy.
Yeah,
He's just dancing.
He's just a little guy.
He tried to dance and make us confused.
It didn't work.
His rhythmic undulating had no effect. Hey, look, the prince is gone. Look at that. He's over on the right by that treasure chest. That's 4. And yeah, we got to walk all the way over there. Fight some battles. Talk to him. So yeah, this is kind of the game, I guess, encouraging you to not go for the treasure first. It's a garbage treasure. I didn't get it. I don't think I included going to the medallion redemption, but I definitely did that and got a bunch of stuff that's better than whatever's in here.
Good.
Oh yeah, we got a prince. All right, Prince is still with us. Good so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still there. Pretty good, okay. Boss time, all right. Maybe 4 was enough, right?
Maybe
he's good.
Well,
So, how many more tests could there be?
Shit.
All right, he made me fall asleep. That's a shame, but we still got a bunch of other people that just hit him like a truck. I don't know if he has, like, all-party attacks, but, you know, yeah.
You'll never find out.
Yeah, even not, even at appropriate level. Oh, wait, the prince is gone again. That's 5. Man, this kid. Even at appropriate level, you know, if you took one of the healer classes, you're gonna be fine.
There will be no more escaping from me, he says.
We'll see. But we have a couple party members. I think 3 that naturally can do heal. So if you add them to that one, even more rounded out. It's like, you know, nice that we got options, but yeah, even not, you know, doing ridiculous cheater in it. Never really felt like they're in much peril. All right, where are we at? The test. I think a good example I can give is from Dark Souls. So I was co-oping, and we took out the Black Dragon. Yeah, we did the DLC and we did the optional dragon boss, and it was one of those, like, we managed to get through it on the first shot, but it was one where, like, yeah, no, it was awesome. You know, made sure we got that old Hawkeye to shoot him down first. We're not idiots.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, got through one the first time was when I was, like, you know, right at kind of the edge of failing horribly. So it's like, it was a lot of fun. It was, you know, at an appropriate level of difficulty.
Yeah.
It required, you know, tactical thinking of one of us baiting and the other running away to heal.
Right.
But yeah, even, you know, the non-cheating in this one, I never really felt like the fight was perhaps not going to go my way. 11 was good with that, with like keeping it pretty even and balanced. And then I've watched people stream 11, and even without them, knowing the gimmicks behind bosses, like, are still able to, punch their way through it by just kind of, using the stat buffs and, hinders. But, alright, we got the wonderful, Pegasus, right? Unicorn, because there's no wings. There we go. The evil unicorn test. It's over. Alright, Howard's still here. Let's run away 5 times. Surely no more. Alright, look at that. He did it. He only ran away 5 times.
Is there no less wit way of doing this?
Kid, we did all of the heavy lifting. All you gotta do is get damp. No.
It's unpleasant.
I don't want to take a bath. This water's too cold. Howard wants to speak to the waterfall's manager. Yay, he did it. All right. We're gonna have to carry him because he's frozen solid. He'll walk. He's not getting carried.
I'll put him in the. If we had the coffin from earlier.
Why did they take the coffin? Could have just dragged him around in that. How'd you fare? My friends did all the work. Well, the guys you browbeat into helping me did all the work.
Typical royalty shit.
Yay, a banquet. Let's party. We didn't get a chance to say we didn't want to go to dinner. We just have to go to dinner. Hey, you want to hang out with my terrible son? No, we're going to hang out with my terrible son.
You've already hung out with him enough today, but hang out more.
Oh, did we ever? Don't worry, there's fireworks in the screen I cut off. Makes it all worthwhile. I promise. It does not. Doesn't make it worthwhile.
Not a bit.
Nope. Alright, once again, gonna go talk to royalty. See what they got for us. Alright, our reward. What are we gonna get? Here we go. We didn't take anything from that cave because I already knew it was trash. But he gives us permission to go grab it. We're not gonna grab it. Hey, okay, so finally.
Hooray.
We got the second key. We got the thief key super early on. It really didn't do much. Now we get the magic key so we can open red doors. And they tell us there's ones in the southwest of the castle. Hey, go in there and check out this key, man. We still have the ultimate key. It's like the jailer one to find. I think we still got a hunk of time to do that. I also jump cut because it doesn't matter. And hey, look, it's our boy! The optional slime knight. So we got him. After all of this just badness, I figured we might as well end on a good note, which was getting Gawain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a goo guy.
No. Yeah, the prince locked him out here because the prince is a jerk, you know?
What a loser. God, who would do that?
It's that stupid prince, and
I
so
guess, yeah.
it's terrible.
Horrible lad.
He's, yeah, pretty terrible. I don't like him very much. Gawain's off. We're gonna get the shiny. It's a mini medal. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. So that's the 5th episode of Dragon Quest Quest, Part 6. Yeah, I don't know, I got like 7 or so minutes in the can. I think I'm gonna have to investigate speedrun.com
Yeah,
and see if maybe somebody's put together like a route of what is the least amount of stuff you have to do, which I imagine the speedrun would be by default.
You'd think.
Yeah, I tried going through the strategy guide that I have, and there's a lot of like, there's things that are listed as optional and other stuff that looks like it might be, and I really just want to do the mandatory stuff and, you know, be on my merry way. Like, there are 372 pages in this PDF of the old strategy guide. I'm on page 180.
Okay. Not great.
And no, not great. And let's see. I'm going to scan down because they're not all, you know, there's the appendices and whatnot. 265 is the final page. So we got about like 85 more pages of plot stuff to get through. And yeah, and like that's not going to be one episode.
No, it is not.
And I dare say my best case would be it's 3. And I really want to narrow that. So I'd really like to slim this down to 2.
I'd be shocked if you could get it down to 2.
I know, I would too. I would as well. I feel like, I think I could, all right? But it's going to be a lot of jump cuts. It's this, for me to get the rest of this game down to 2, I think I'm going to have to go Super Godzilla with it.
I think you are.
And I'm not sure if I'm ready to just get to that point of, man, I'm over this. It might have to get a little avant-garde just for my own sanity, really. I feel like if you've watched this far in the series, let alone this individual episode, you're not doing it because you want 100% walkthrough that you can watch while you're playing. I think you're here for, you know, just
I'm just here for a time.
Yeah, just to have a time with, you know, somebody, you know, coping with a thing and talking to friends and trying to make sense of when a beloved game series has, I would say, certainly just taken a turn.
Yeah, it's taken a turn. That's one way to.
It's taken a turn. I did previously enjoy us doing our reality charts. I don't see a point in doing that anymore. I don't know what I would add.
I don't think reality has been updated that much. Like our most recent question hasn't been addressed.
Yeah, I feel like if I did anything, I would just get angry and start scribbling stuff out and just writing none of this matters.
Sure.
Maybe that's what I'm gonna do from where the video ended. I'll just put a picture of Carl. Yeah. That'll be it. Just 10 minutes of Carl while we talk.
Sure. That would be fine.
That's the name of the episode, 10 minutes of Carl while we talk. Thank you for helping.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's been a time.
It's a video game.
Man, I still got stuff. We'll see. It'll be fun, I guess. Or it won't be. I'm not your dad.
Or it won't.
Yeah. You'll like it or you won't. Yeah. There's no in between.
Well, yeah. Well,
Mom.
kind of, yeah.
Good night.
Good night.